have prepared yourself for the journey, there are people who will not have a choice in your matter. They don't need to like your face. No. They don't need to agree with you. But because God had answered you, God will now command them. Why? The hearts of kings are in the hands of the Lord. He can turn them to any direction that he wants. God rules in the affairs of men. In Esther chapter 6, the king could not sleep and open the book of Chronicles and say, what has been done for this man? So there are men and women, when you have paid the price, who will not have a choice but to do the bidding of God in your life in 2025. I didn't hear where that man is. So Peter, let's see the testimony of Peter in verse 34. Let's see the testimony of Peter. Peter said, hey! Then Peter opened his mouth and said, of a truth, I perceive that God is no respecter of persons. Because ordinarily, me, Peter, will not have come. It is the same God that Cornelius fasted and prayed to who compelled me to come. I didn't want to come. Now, can I ask you a simple question as I wrap up? What if Cornelius did not fast? What if he did not pray? What if he moved into the year carelessly like some of you? What would have happened? God would not compel Peter to come. It will not. It won't compel Peter. As I close, why fasting? Now, fasting is a spiritual mystery, not only available to Christians, because it's not only in Christianity that fasting is prescribed. In other religions, fasting is also done. Now, listen. What I'm about to say is heavy. In Revelation chapter 1 and verse 10, you know what John said? I was in the spirit on the Lord's day. Now, hear this. The transactions of your destiny, they are not in the physical. The transactions that define you, that define how far you go, they are not in the physical. These transactions are done in the realms of the spirit. As I speak now, while we are praying and fasting, there are people in our courthouses with names of people. What are they telling their idol? Please make sure this man does not succeed. There are people also in their different occult houses with all kinds of enchantment and divination. So in the realm of the spirit, spirit don't know dollar. Spirit don't know pounds. What happens in the realm of the spirit, transactions are done. He said, I was in the spirit and heard behind me a great voice as of a trumpet. Now, he would not have heard if he was not in the spirit. Now, listen to this. Anna prayed and did not have a child for many years. Is that correct? The only reason why Anna went to God and vowed to give him Samuel, it was because he broke into the realm of the spirit and was able to hear communication. What was the communication? When Anna was looking for a child, there was a discussion in heaven on who will anoint the next king of Israel. While he was looking for a son, another discussion was going on in the heavenlies. We need a prophet who will anoint the next king. So Anna broke into that realm and had that conversation and made herself available and made a vow. How did Anna know that God needed a prophet? He said, if you give me a son, I will give him back to you. How did he know God needed a prophet? That means, I call this whispers from the spirit realm. That means he was connected to source and heard the discussion that was going on in heaven. And what did he do? He just plugged into it. God, two of us have problem. I need a boy. You need a prophet. Can I make my womb available to have this son? That when I have it, I will give him back to you 100% a prophet. God said, deal. Anna said, deal. She got pregnant. In other words, if Hannah was crying, oh God, look me, all my mates have children, without understanding the discussion that was going on in heaven. I was in the spirit on the Lord's day, and I heard, look at you. Who is blind like my servant? Who is deaf like my servant?